When it comes to losing weight, are you seeing the results you really want? Our next guest appears to have found the key to success. These are just some of the before and after photos of his clients. So what is the secret? To help us break it all down, please welcome New York Times bestselling author and creator of the MetFlex Diet, Dr. Ian. Very excited to have you here.
My first time live in studio. I love the show, so I'm happy to be with you guys here in this big, beautiful studio.
Welcome.
We are happy to have you.
We're so happy to have you. All right, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Because I'm the relatable one that's like, you know, curvy. What is the number one thing people do wrong for weight loss? Is it the In-N-Out burgers that I'm eating?
No, actually, you can have burgers on the MetFlex diet. It's not that. It's unrealistic expectations. People don't understand that weight loss is a journey. And good weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds on average per week. But people tend to think that they want to lose 5 pounds a week and 4 pounds a week. So they're doing a plan, they're doing well, but they think they're not doing well because their expectations are so unrealistic that guess what? They quit the plan when they were doing great. So have realistic expectations, and that will perpetuate you sticking to the plan and actually rewarding yourself for doing a good job.
I love that.
My wife's going to love that because she's trying to lose weight. And she's like, I lost 2 pounds in the last 3 weeks. I'm like, that's perfect. 2 pounds a week. That's a realistic goal, right?
100%.
She's going to love
it takes a long time to put the weight on, and people want to take it all off in a month.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and with my program, up to 20 pounds, people have lost in 6 weeks, which is great, but everyone loses weight differently. Some people lose inches first, then pounds first, then inches. So you have to just understand that you are your own competition, not the person sitting next to you.
Beautiful.
Let's talk metabolism, because that's a question I have for myself. I feel like the older I get, the harder it is to lose weight. Does that correlate? Like if I get older, my metabolism not going to be working as quickly?
Well, here's what's interesting. So in my Facebook group, we have a lot of people who are perimenopausal or menopausal, and we have men also, but a lot of women in the group, and they said to me, Dr. Ian, I'm eating well, I'm exercising well, I can't get the number on the scale to move. What is it? I'm doing research, I discovered something called metabolic flexibility, a big term. Basically, the body needs to learn how to burn both carbs and fats efficiently. Unfortunately, some people can burn carbs well and not fats, or fats well and not carbs. So people are not seeing weight loss because their metabolism is too slow. It's because their metabolism is stuck. And so you have to unstick your metabolism so you can sit down to pasta and do well, and sit down to steak or fish and do well. And so new studies have shown that between the ages of 20 and 60, guess what? Our metabolism is relatively stable.
What?
We used to think at the age of 30, your metabolism fell off of a cliff. Not true. Not until you're about 60, you lose about 0.7% per year. So all those people out there who are saying, my metabolism is too slow, it's your metabolism is inflexible, and you got to make that change.
Wow.
Love that.
There goes my excuse.
Yeah, I was like, I'm 41. I'm never losing.
Inflexible. Whip it back to flexibility. Okay, so let's talk about this. Is a very hot button issue. If you watch reality TV, it seems like everybody's on it.
Yeah.
These diabetic drugs being used for weight loss. So what are your thoughts on this?
Horrible idea. Horrible. First of all, these drugs were made for diabetics to help them control a very serious chronic condition. One of the side effects tends to be that it can help with weight loss because it helps to suppress your appetite, number one. Number two, it helps to make you feel full longer. And so people who are taking this drug because they want to lose weight, it's not the intended purpose, even though it can happen. But here's the bad news. One, lots of side effects. Nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, just to name a few. But also, once you stop taking these injections, guess what's going to happen? You gain all the weight back and then some. So it just doesn't, these are not long-term fixes. And people who need these medications, by the way, there was a shortage for a while because everyone wants to do it for the weight loss purpose, but type 2 diabetics who need the medications are not able to get them. It's just a bad idea. It's one of those trendy things that I can't wait for it to go away.
I'm glad that you're clarifying that. One thing that I love is that you have a workbook. I definitely think that, you read something, you retain it, but as soon as you start working it out and putting pen to paper, it sticks. So love that you're doing that. I have to ask you about carbs, though.
Yeah.
Is carbs a big no-no with you?
Carbs are
that's
wonderful.
What I live on. Okay,
carbs are wonderful. Let me tell you why, though. This is why. Carbs are a macronutrient, which means we need them in macro supply, large supply. Fats, carbs, and protein. People who are saying, I'm on a no-carb diet, it's nutritionally unsound. Your body needs carbs. And so in this program, we eat a lot of carbs and we eat some fat, and we eat a lot of protein. I want to say about the workbook.
Yes.
People in my Facebook group were saying, Dr. Ian, give us something that every day can help us stick to the program. And I said, you know what, let's do a workbook because you have greater insight what's working this day, what's not working. Also, it's very inspirational. The people in the Facebook group who did it lost 25% more weight
is that right?
following the workbook.
I believe
and
that.
they stuck easier. So
It's like what you say with goals. You gotta
have goals, absolutely.
Yes,
So
exactly.
if you're watching out there, listen, join our Facebook group. It's the name of the book, MetFlex Diet. I'm in the group with 16,000 people. We do it together. I've got a lot of people. Damn. We do it together, but I do free coaching sessions via Zoom, workouts. It's just really, you need to have some kind of support to stick to a plan and be successful.
That's fantastic. You have like 1 minute left, and I want to ask you this. I believe in festina lente, making haste slowly, just taking little baby steps, but continuing to do it. What is the first step?
Well, the first step is that you have to believe. Most people don't believe that they can do it. And so even though they start a program, they don't have the belief first. And so I say the first thing is to believe, then focus, then execute. I mean, that's the order. I tell my kids this all the time. So I think that people need to believe that this is the right time to do it and that they're going to be able to do it. And remember, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Right. And so if you give yourself some grace and you don't obsess over the number on the scale, then you're going to do just fine.
And you offer the support.
Yes.
Which is like,
come to our Facebook group. I'm there.
Unbelievable. DBL Nation, make sure that you pick up a copy of Dr. Ian's book, The MetFlex Diet. Also, don't forget to grab that workbook. And if that's not enough, he also has a new crime novel. What? Coming May 30th?
Stop.
I know. I can't. Dr. Ian, thank you so much for joining us today in the studio. Wow. We hope to have you back one day soon.
Please, I had fun.
You're amazing.